Ciao a tutti, I'm Ambra and today I'm gonna show you the ordinal numbers in Italian. You'll learn how to say first, second, third and so on, but I'm also gonna give you some examples on when to use them. Are you ready? Let's go! Numbers can be of two types, the cardinals that are for counting and for quantities, and the ordinal numbers that tell the position or the rank of something in a list or in a set. Before we begin, make sure you know the cardinal numbers in Italian. I have 2 lessons on how to count from 0 to 100, so you can watch them if you haven't already. But today we'll focus on the ordinal numbers that in Italian you call numeri ordinali. Numeri ordinali, and they can be masculine or feminine, singular or plural. Let's start with the first 10 ordinal numbers. This is the masculine singular form. Primo, secondo, terzo, quarto, quinto, sesto, settimo, ottavo, nono, decimo. In the plural, they just change the last letter from O to I. For example, primi, secondi, terzi, and so on. The feminine numbers are also the same as the masculine, but they end with the vowel A. Prima, seconda, terza, quarta, quinta, sesta, settima, ottava, nona, decima. And in the plural they change the A into an E. For instance, prime, seconde, terze, etc. Let's see some examples. Vivono al nono piano. Vivono al nono piano. They live on the 9th floor. Sono sempre I primi. Sono sempre I primi. They are always the first. Questa è la quarta volta. Questa è la quarta volta. This is the 4th time. Sono arrivate seconde. Sono arrivate seconde. They finished second. In all these examples, we change the gender of the number according to the subject of the sentence. Okay, let's move on to the ordinal numbers after the 10th. There's a simple rule here. To make the ordinal number, you need to take the cardinal number and replace the last letter with the suffix esimo, esimo. For example, 11 becomes undicesimo, undicesimo. Let's see a few more. Dodicesimo, dodicesimo, from 12 is the 12th. 20 becomes ventesimo, ventesimo, that means 20th. Then novantunesimo, novantunesimo is 91st from novantuno. Finally, centesimo, centesimo comes from cento and means 100th. So this is the general rule, but there's an exception. The numbers ending in 3, tre, or 6, sei, keep the last vowel. For instance, ventitreesimo, settantatreesimo, trentaseiesimo, sessantaseiesimo. Now just a quick note before we continue. Remember that to make the ordinal numbers in the feminine or plural form, you simply change the last vowel like in the following example. Trentesimo, trentesimi, trentesima, trentesime. Alright, you know how to say the ordinal numbers in Italian, so let's see when to use them. Generally, you see the ordinal numbers with the centuries, for example, il XV secolo or il secolo XV. It's the 15th century. Then, when you refer to the first day of the month, you don't say l'uno, but il primo. For instance, il primo gennaio, il primo aprile, il primo dicembre. You also use the ordinal numbers with chapters, episodes or TV series. like in these cases. Il terzo capitolo, the third chapter. La quinta puntata, the fifth episode. L'ottava serie, the eighth series. At the station is another situation where you'll see the ordinal numbers. Here you can actually use both ordinal and cardinal numbers, like in the following example. Il treno parte dal quarto binario, or il treno parte dal binario 4. Both mean the trains leaving from platform 4. With kings, queens and popes, we use the Roman numerals to write the ordinal numbers. For instance, Re Luigi XIV, Regina Elisabetta II, Papa Paolo VI. Then, when talking about meals, you'll also hear quite often the words primo and secondo. They refer to the first and second course. Finally, you'll need the ordinal numbers in fractions. For example, un settimo, 2 quinti, 3 quarti. Un settimo, 2 quinti, 3 quarti. And this is all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe for a new lesson every week. See you soon. A presto. Ciao ciao.